Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi theme video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, we've got another little hover effect for you today. It's an image, and when we roll over it, it's going to kind of morph into a different image or the similar image, and it's going to have some text and a call to action button pop up. When we let go, it's going to kind of morph back to the original. Nice little effect, really easy to do. We're doing no extra coding to do this today, all done with the inbuilt features of the Divi theme. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is enable the visual builder. And let's start from scratch. What I'll do is I'll add a new row in between these. I'm using 2 columns. You can use exactly what you want. And let's put a call to action module in there. And there we go, there's your title right there. Change it to whatever you want. Whatever you want your button to say just down below here. As you may have noticed, there's no button there at the moment. That won't show up till we put a link for it in. And down below we can add the content. And just like any text module, you can add paragraphs, headings, bold, italicize, link, add media if you want to. I'm going to leave mine just like that. And I've just gone into the link there. Here's the button link URL. As soon as I put a little hashtag or a link in there, the button will show up. There we go. If you want the module itself to link somewhere, you can put it in down here and the button can link somewhere else, or they can both link to the same site if you wish. Best practice, if you're linking to your own site, leave it in the same window. If you're linking off site to somebody else's site, put it in a new tab so your site stays open. Okay, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put an image in the background as well. I'm going to blend it with the color that we've got there. So I'm just going to go to background, and you can use any color you want. I'm just going to leave it on that default blue there. I'm going to go over, I'm going to add a background image. Now let's use a different image this time. Let's use that one. You can see it, but you can't read the writing very well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to slide down. I'm going to go to background image blend. I'm going to put it on multiply. That makes it a lot easier for you to read the text there. They've got some great effects here. Just hover over one and it'll audition it for you. But I think I like the multiply there. That works great for me. Okay, now what we're going to do is simply we're going to go into the column that this widget's residing in and put the same image in there and get them float from one to the other slowly, so it almost looks like a morph effect. So let's save this. We're going to go into the row. We're going to go into the first column. I'm going to go down to background. I'm going to add an image. And this is what we're going to see initially, like we can up here. So I'm going to use that same image again. Because of the size of the widget or the module, they're both going to be the same size. Now what I want to do is save this, and we'll go back into the widget or the module, and we'll hide it and zoom between the two or fade between the two. So let's go back into our module. I'm going to go over to design and filters, roll down, there's filters, and I'm going to kind of mess it up a little bit. Now, common to most Divi modules, if you hover over the dark writing, you'll see some icons appear. If there's a little arrow, you can set a hover state, which is the little arrow there, or a desktop state, which is when your mouse is not on it. So when we're not on it, I'm going to mess up the hue, make it a crazy color, and we hover on it. I'm going to take it back to normal, so when it fades in it'll be the normal color. And I might do similar with the saturation as well. Hit the little arrow when we're doing this. I'm going to take the saturation up crazy perhaps and put it down to 100% when we hover on it. You can slide, you can type in a value, and you can fine tune with the little arrows there. Brightness, contrast, I'm not going to change that. I think I'll blur it though. I think what we'll do, we'll start off with a blurry one. So I'm going to hit the little arrow, desktop, and make this blurred. As you can see, everything's blurring out a little bit there. And on hover, let's have it nice and sharp. And here's where the actual fade comes in with the opacity. Again, I'm going to hover over, get my little arrow up. When we're not hovering on it, desktop mode, don't want to see it at all. I don't want to see the original picture in the background, this one right here. When we are hovering over it, I want it to be fully visible. There we go. And the time it takes to switch from this to this, by default with Divi, is 300 milliseconds, which is pretty quick. I like to slow it down for a bit of drama. So I'm going to go into my advanced. I'm going to go down to transitions. I'm going to take it up all the way, which will be about 2 seconds. If you want it more than this, just type in a higher value. So you can have 2500 seconds, or you can have whatever you want. It's pretty unlimited, really. And the transition speed curve I like to use for this is ease in and ease out. So when we come off of it, it'll fade back into the other one. Don't want any delay whatsoever, because I want it to happen as soon as the mouse hits it. So if we've done everything correctly now, that should work for us. Let's save our changes. Let's go down and save our page changes. And let's exit the visual builder. There's our little image of our little medical professionals there. When we hover over, it's going to sort of morph and go into that. And our writing and our buttons are going to come up. When we get off, it fades back out again. And that's a nice little effect because of all the colours that we've used, the changes in the saturation and blur effect. It gives it an almost morph type effect because we're doing it nice and slowly. So there you go, guys. There's an image to text kind of morph effect with a nice call to action button. Very simple to do, but effective. People are mousing around your site, hover over something and that happens. It's going to get their attention pretty quick. So I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.